Hello CrossFit Syracuse. Sunday, June
7th.
Abs and boxing. We're gonna start with our durability. So after your general warm-up, or after you warm up things that you know that you need, I know where I'm tight, so I'm gonna focus on that stuff. We're gonna start with the Tabata and our durability. So box or shuffle for 20 seconds. You kind of look like one of those avatars if you play video games. So you're just shuffling from side to side. It's similar to the jumping jack with that lateral move. You can kind of get fancy with it. You can go to the left, go to the right, you can kind of move around, but you're just moving the body and moving it into different way than we normally do. Okay, you're shifting those hips, and then you're gonna crawl for 20 seconds. So crawling, you can take little steps. Okay, we've done a straight leg crawl before. I know like Dina loves this one. Feels really nice in her hamstring. So you can change it up. You don't have to crawl the same way. Some people like to crawl and add a little bit of a push-up in there. That is 100% not required, but you're just crawling on all fours. So don't think too much about that one. So you're gonna alternate back and forth between the boxer shuffle and the crawling for 4 minutes. That's your durability, all right? Then we're gonna go into the actual WOD, which I talked about being able to choose. So there's 2 WODs, A and B, abs and boxing. Each one is 10 minutes. For the first one, the core piece, the abs, you're gonna work for the full 60 seconds. So it's 10-minute EMOM, working for a full minute each move, with just like a little bit of transition time to the next piece. When you get to B, the boxing, you're only gonna work for 30 to 45 seconds. It'll give you time to rest, and it'll give you time to look at your board or your computer or whatever you're writing your workout on, so you can be like, okay, what's the next thing I'm gonna do, all right? So for the first EMOM, 10-minute EMOM, every 60 seconds, we're gonna do leg circles for the first one. So to the right, so whatever that means for you, you can put your hands in front of you, you can put them behind you. Your legs can be straight, they can be down here, they can be up here, they can be like this, right? So you're just figuring out how you can make a circle to the left or to the right. It does change where you put your hands, so figure out where your balance is. It's not only core strength, it's also balance. After that first minute, you're gonna go to the other direction. So same thing, just going straight leg, bent leg in the other direction, okay? Third minute, you're gonna flip it over, twisting mountain climbers. So low plank, twisting mountain climber. I'm gonna drive my knee to the opposite elbow. It's probably not gonna touch, and that's okay for this one. Then spinal extension. So you have some freedom here. You can go spinal extension like we normally do our arch. You can go into a T, an A. You can move your arms the whole time, W. You can go up and down. Sometimes that bothers my low back because they end up really lifting up high. So I kind of like the holding sometimes. So it's your minute, play with it. If you're like super bored, try all different types of things as you're sitting there. Marching plank is the 5th one. So after that minute, we're gonna go for a minute of marching plank. This one, be careful not to do this. So be careful not to arch the back, stay in hollow. And I almost think about pushing my bottom leg into the floor. So you're just lifting up a little bit. It doesn't have to be high, just off the floor any little bit. That's your marching plank. Scissor kicks. So I'm gonna lay on my back. You can put your hands under your hips if you want to. And then what I'm gonna do is alternate my feet. And when you do this, they can kind of alternate on top. They can just go up and down. They can go really high and really low. I almost look at these as like ballerina feet, how I'm moving them. So just laying on your back, you can let your head rest, you can pick up your head, but you're just moving your legs. Those are your scissor kicks. Okay, then you can do spinal extension again for a second time. So again, laying on your belly, lifting up. Maybe you just lift up the upper body, maybe you just lift up the lower body, maybe you kind of do different things. Anything you've ever done on your belly, bird dog, all those movements are great to put in here. Okay, then you're gonna do alternating toe touches. So sometimes it's called like a star. So you're gonna take yourself nice and wide, touch the opposite hand to the opposite foot, and back down. Use as much momentum with your arms as you can. And there's a little bit of a twist in here, okay? If you need to grab your leg as you're coming up, as you're getting tired, it might look like this. That is also okay, all right? If for some reason it bothers your back to sit all the way up, to go from laying down to sitting up, bicycle crunches would be your best bet there, all right? Then you have spinal extension for the 3rd time. So just giving that belly some rest, flipping on over, working on your spinal extension, and then twisting tuck-ups. So normally we do tuck-ups like this. So today, you're gonna twist, and it's okay if you do whichever leg you wanna do. So sometimes I do the same leg, sometimes I do the opposite leg, but I'm twisting up, okay? And like I said, the same leg usually comes up, but if you do the opposite, it's really okay. So it's a little twist of a tuck up. That is your full 10 minutes. So that'll take you 10 minutes, then you're gonna go to the boxing. Like I said, the core, you do the full minute if possible. I wrote my workout on a big whiteboard. I would highly suggest rewriting it so that you can see where you're going. Okay, so boxing is the same 10-minute EMOM, but you're only working for 30 to 45 seconds. So in that smart WOD timer, it beeps at the halfway point, so you can be done after that, or just stop a couple seconds after it beeps, all right? So cherry pickers are first. These are actually pretty tough. So kind of like a high knee, but don't worry about really driving your knee up high. It's just like a jog, bring your knees up, but I'm gonna incorporate the arms. So the arm movement, I'm gonna alternate just like boxing, and I'm gonna end up turning my hand so that my palm is facing out, right? So it's gonna look like this. So make sure this makes sense to you. You can probably do this right now. And then high knees with that. So it is alternating. My left leg and my right arm are up. Some people do this and they kind of do the same side. It'd be like walking with your same leg and same arm. It's not the end of the world if you do that, but it is part of your coordination, which connects your brain and your muscles. So do take some time, maybe start like this with your left leg up, right arm up, and then switch, and then kind of go back and forth. So that is cherry pickers. So again, only 30 seconds to 45 seconds on that one. And then we're gonna go for just straight jabs. So wide stance, feet facing forward, just those straight jabs. We have done these the past couple Sundays, so we're kind of building. If you have not been with us the past couple Sundays, I would go back, skip today's workout, and do the last 2 or 3 Sundays. We started adding in this boxing, so this is kind of like all the pieces put together. All right, straight jabs. So I want to rotate, but not my hips. So I want to just rotate a little bit with my hips, but a lot with my upper body. All right, so it's not just here, like those rock'em sock'em robots. I want to turn and then sort of pick up the pace, right? Squat with a pack. So let me grab just a dumbbell because I don't have my pack with me. Hang on. We do a lot of hiking, so my pack was in the other room. So I'm gonna take my pack, I'm gonna clean it to my shoulders, and I'm gonna hold it however I can, maybe holding onto a strap on one shoulder. My other arm usually goes out in front for balance, and I'm gonna do squats with that pack just on one shoulder. So again, 30, 45 seconds. And then you're gonna do the straight jabs again. So second round, straight jabs, 30 to 45 seconds. Then you're gonna do squats on the other side. So again, grab that pack, squat clean it a little bit, power clean it to the shoulder, and then you've got squats on this side, all right? Then we got our jab cross to the right. So pick one side. I'm gonna go jab cross to that one side again. We've done that. So those of you that are new to this, I would go back about 2 weeks to practice this stuff, but it's just a jab and then a cross. The main thing here, reminder, I should be turning my body. Most of the power from boxing does come from your hips. When I started boxing, my coach would say I'm not using my core enough, and I'm like, that's crazy, I'm really strong with my core, I am using my core. And after I kept boxing with him, I was like, oh my gosh, I really am trying to use my upper body. So while you're doing this, I want you to focus on, your arms are easy, they're gonna go out. Focus on what's happening with your hips and that twist. All right, so jab cross, there is a step with it, so my foot steps out and just slides back, all right? You might get a little like bounce happening, a little rhythm. That's perfect, okay. Then we're gonna do alternating knee strikes. So we had our jab cross, we're gonna do just alternating knee strikes. So remember with that knee strike, I'm trying to push my knee in to someone. I'm gonna grab their head, push the knee forward, and then just switch feet. So it might look like this. It might be a little bit faster when you pick up the pace, but use your breath. So really, really good effort moving forward. So those are your alternating strikes. Then you're gonna do jab cross to the other side. So jab cross. In real boxing, you wouldn't do both sides, but we're not boxers and we just wanna make sure we're even in the hips. So jab, where I twist and open myself, and then cross, follow through. With that cross, I'm pivoting my foot, so my feet are basically facing you guys, and with my jab and my cross, I'm gonna end up pivoting and twisting for that cross movement. So again, focus on your legs. Okay, alternate knee strikes again. So you just finish with another set, and you can face forward for these ones. You don't have to turn sideways, they're not left and right, all right? And then we have cherry pickers again. So you're just gonna go through, like I said, set yourself up, opposite leg, opposite arm. Okay, I'm ready. And then switch. And then once you get it, you can start to alternate. Your arm doesn't have to go all the way to the top like overhead press. It might be a little bit bent, a little bit in here. The thing with boxing is you don't wanna hyperextend your elbow and really shoot it out there. And I don't advocate boxing with weights. It's too much of like this fast movement with your shoulder and your elbow, so body weight should be fine. I'm out of breath. Okay, so again, with this workout, you can choose. You can just do A and B, or B and A, 20-minute workout. You can do A, B, A, or B, A, B, right? So you can pick 3 pieces, 3 10-minute WODs, and make it a 30-minute workout, or do it 2 rounds. So A, B, 40-minute workout. So I'll let you guys choose what you want to do. You might also start working and then be like, oh, I have more energy. I'm going to do a whole another round, and it should be kind of fun. So it's, you know, it's changing every, you know, every minute you're doing something different. So it goes by quick. 40 minutes won't really take you that long. And that is your workout for Sunday, June 1st. If you have any questions, please text me. I have Duo, the Duo app. I can use Mike's work phone and smart FaceTime you for your Apple people, but if you download the Duo app, DUO, I can do a video conference with you and help you with the moves if you have any questions. Okay, don't forget to log your scores on Sugar WOD, and I'll see you guys on Sugar WOD.